Hey guys, my name is Shayla. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, we talk about motherhood, we talk about pregnancy, we do things kind of eco-friendly, granola, we keep things positive. So if you're new here, welcome. If you are interested in any of this, please subscribe. If you're not new here, thank you for coming back. Welcome. I have a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 5-month-old, almost 6-month-old. I created a positive mindset guide. This guide is the guide that I wish I had when I first became a mom, because I was just waiting for my life to get back to normal. I was like really resenting my husband because it felt like his life was back to normal, and I just was having a really tough time. I've been working on mindset since then, and this is basically my guide to help you get to enjoying it with like very little minimal steps. It's currently a PDF. I'm going to be making it an Audible so that you can just listen to it. People are having a hard time getting through reading it, and I don't want there to be any barriers. So working on that. If you're interested in that, go to heyshayla.com/shop. If you buy it now and I add the audio, the price will go up, but you will get the audio. Anything that's ever added to it, you'll get. Today's video is about the one thing that I changed to enjoy motherhood and to not resent my husband. So, because we do shift work. And so I had somebody message me asking me about this, and I was like, this just needs to be a whole full-on video. Because I also want to ask you, what is something that you did to help you stop resenting your spouse? And if you never resented your spouse, incredible. But I feel like as we become parents sometimes, and we're learning our roles and trying to figure it out, we can be a little resentful of our partner. So, just throwing that out there. But what I wanted to say was, I'm not a relationship expert, but I try hard. I try very hard. If things aren't going well, I go to therapy to try and figure it out. I try and read relationship books. I try and talk to my spouse about these things. I have a lot of flaws in my relationship, so I try to work on them a lot. And my husband is very patient and talks to me about these things, so I have a lot of relationship conversations. If any of this resonates with you, incredible. If you get like one little nugget from it, great. I'm stoked about that. Before I get started, we're going to talk about the sponsor of this video, LMNT. LMNT is an electrolyte company. They have a bunch of different flavors. If you want to try all these flavors, you can get a free sample pack with any purchase. So just pick a flavor, order it, and then you'll get all the flavors and you can try the ones you want. And I say that because they have unflavored. That if you're just like, I don't want flavored water, I don't, put this in your protein shake. Done. If you are trying to drink less coffee, I switched to decaf lately and I feel like $1,000,000. Sometimes I want like a second cup of decaf because I don't know. Instead I'll do chocolate. And then there's a bunch of different other flavors that you get to try. Some are a little bit sweeter, some are a little bit tangier. Pick your choice. It's good, especially for breastfeeding moms. I feel like it's good to just like, we are giving and giving and giving. So to remineralize your body with sodium, magnesium, potassium, it's great. I drink one every single day. Go to drinklmnt.com/heyshayla and you will get the free sample pack when you purchase. Okay. I had someone in my DMs being like, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with shift work? Like, how do you not resent your husband? And I'm like, I can only tell you this 4 years later. If you had DM'd me 4 years ago when my first was born, I probably would have sent you a video or a voice message back just crying. Like, I don't know. This is so hard. This is what I was doing. I was like, I went from traveling full time, just doing whatever I wanted, having no responsibilities, to like a baby. The choices that I make by breastfeeding and co-sleeping and all these things make it so that that baby is extremely attached to me. I am like giving every ounce of my existence to them. The ability to just be like, I think I'm gonna go to Arizona tomorrow. It didn't exist anymore. Even just like, I wanna go to Target. I was like, I have to get them in their car seat. I have to get them in the car. I have to take them out of the car seat. I have to hold them. Like, there was just, my freedom, it felt like had been locked down. Then my husband got a lot of time off, like 6 weeks of time off. Incredible. But then when he went back to work, it just felt like it just was like, I was like, I wish I could go back to work. That I could go talk to adults, to humans, to like, just have a little space from this baby, because she didn't take a bottle. But that was also on me too, because I was like, I can't give her a bottle. I don't think the moms can give bottles. Plus I didn't want to deal with the pump and the washing of all the things. It just felt so much easier. My skin is bleeding because it's so dry here in Minnesota. They had school canceled today because it's so cold. At like 9:30 this morning, it was -14. Seth said when he woke up it was -20 because today I got to sleep in. I felt like he didn't have the same weight of responsibility that I had, and he didn't. Like, he didn't have lactating boobs that could feed this baby. It just didn't feel fair. My brain didn't work anymore. That's where I was at. I was just like envious that he got to leave the house by himself, go on a drive by himself, talk to adults by himself. It took me like 2 years to be like fully come into the role of mother. So 2 years is a long time. And these are the two things that changed. So instead of thinking, cool, my friends are out for coffee, I can't do that. Or my husband asked if he could go golfing. That's nice. The baby's crying again and I'm gonna go nurse her back to sleep because my husband can't. I started thinking about my relationship with my daughter. That was the huge shift. So I was thinking about me and my experience and having this felt like this weight that I needed to now take care of, and my freedom was gone. But when I started to then turn my attention inside my house instead of realize all the things I was missing, but see everything that was, because Seth was like, if I could trade places with you, I would love to stay home, which is not entirely true. He loves his job. But his point was, you get to be with our kid all day, every day. You get to see all the firsts. You get to see the small moments. You get to see, and I was just like, yeah, I love it, but it's so much. And so when I started to focus on my relationship with my kid and how when we're together, we jive, we move. And then I had my second, and then we started to work together as a unit, and we would go all over the place, and we would it was fun to be this unit. We know each other so well. I stopped comparing okay, I'm doing bath time again, or I do bath time every day when you're at work, so when you're off work you should do bath time. It was just well, I don't know, you're kind of doing something, I'll just do bath time again. I was not keeping score anymore. I was just my kids want me to do bath time, I'm gonna do bath time. That can wear you down, it can drain you out a lot, but then you just go back to thinking about that relationship and how cool that is and how lucky you are. I get to spend so much time with my kids. Am I missing out on so much outside of my house? So much. A lot. I miss a lot of things. And sometimes I'm super bummed about it, but I just know that this is the season of having little kids. And when the youngest is 5, I'm gonna be going to all the events. I don't know, but I just know that I'll have the ability to, the space and the capacity in kids that can be a little more independent and whatever. So once I focused on my relationship with my kids, instead of comparing what I did versus what my husband did, it made a huge difference. But I will say I had to balance this act of completely cutting him out of everything. Because once you start to do that, then you're well, we're just gonna go we can do everything. I don't need my husband, which is not true, but it's just you learn how to function by yourself so well, and then you're okay, but I want you to be included in these things. I know I'm Miss Independent here and this awesome unit with my kids, but I want you to be here and you to be involved and you to be whatever, because I don't want him to feel alienated at all either. So that was kind of a balance that I realized that I was doing. I was going so far and just we've got this, I do the things with the kids, whatever, and then I had to be but I don't want you to feel you're not invited to all these things, to an outing or to bath time, whatever. So it's hard. It's definitely hard to be the solo parent the majority of the time, or to feel you are single parenting it when your partner's home. But what makes all the difference for me, my partner is incredible. So I don't ever feel I'm doing all the things and then he's home and then I'm still just what the heck, dude? Where are you at? It's when he's home, he's present, he's doing things with the girls. And one day he was how can I help you today? And I was no, you're not helping me. I don't want you to help me. I just want to exist together. I just want to hang out together. I just want to eat together. I just want to do all the things together. I don't want it to be okay, I'm going to do this for her. No, let's just be. I can make a meal and you can make a meal without helping me make a meal. You know what I mean? That day was actually really nice because we just were. And we weren't trying to figure out how to help each other. It was just we were all just hanging out and loving each other. So if you have a partner who does shift work or not, or you just do a lot of solo parenting, I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you reframe your mindset on it. And here's another really important thing. I want to make sure that my girls know that their dad loves them so much. So I would never be oh, your dad's staying late again, or oh, your dad has to go to work today, or I'm always ooh, your dad's coming home, this is exciting, oh, da 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 da, or give him a secret about what the day happened during the day so that he can be involved in it and say something and get them excited again or whatever. I try and pump him up instead of do the opposite of that. I just try and say positive things about him, basically. So I hope this is helpful. If you do solo parenting, we do a lot of it. We don't have a lot of external help. So it's literally if I'm getting time to myself right now, he's with the girls. And then when he's at work or he's getting time to himself, I'm with the girls. And so we don't get a lot of off time unless we are very strategic about it. We plan a date night, get a babysitter. That puts a huge strain on us, but I think it also makes us stronger. We also know that we can lean on each other. It's hard. One of us needs to lock it up if the other one's having a tough time, and vice versa. It's a lot. But I think just continuing to lean in, continuing to support each other. I just did a video last week about why I watched Lord of the Rings with my husband, because Lord of the Rings is not my jam. I would be so ecstatic if he was interested in something that I did. Like if he was like, hey, can I do yoga with you today? I'd be like, yes. So I was like, hey, can we watch Lord of the Rings at night when the girls go to sleep? And he was like, yeah. I was like, awesome. So now that's just like a fun thing that we do. So I'm really trying to lean into our relationship, even during this insanely busy season of having 3 children, one of them under 1. It's a crazy time. So again, no relationship expert, just trying real hard and just sharing little bits that have helped us. So I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.